yo, yo, guys! I hope whatever I'm doing is not too far away from your ideas. Hey everyone, my name is Paulius and I'm the design lead at XBorg. I'm onto some dub techno, some really chill and mellow stuff. I sometimes switch to really hard funk and trap music to amp up my energy a little bit. I used to listen to a lot of drum and bass and jungle when I was younger. Still do also a lot of that. I sometimes even launch some epic music from YouTube, typing in some epic music from cinematics. So sometimes like to feel a bit of in a legendary quest. So yeah, I've been designing for it's coming up to 10 years now. I just sort of stumbled upon it because previously I didn't know my calling, let's say. I literally left my country to go to the UK when I was 16 because I was failing school, and yeah, I don't know. I was just thrown into a different environment where I was, completely unaware of my surroundings. I didn't know anyone around, so I had to sort of start over and start searching for new things in life. So yeah, I just randomly stumbled upon I like creative stuff. There used to be some people doing graffiti walls outside of my school. So whenever I was passing by, I thought, man, this is super cool. I would like to do that one day. And yeah, eventually I tried doing it. I then went back to my room, just gathered all kinds of supplies that I had, started drawing some random stuff. Yeah, and just literally was consumed by it. I don't know how you would refer to it, as entering the flow state. So I literally felt in the flow state when I could create. So, and on the side of that, actually music joined and tagged along together. So I started, buying vinyl, DJing, creating, producing music. So anything that had to do with creation and creating things was the thing for me, and that was the first time I touched it, and never looked back ever since. But yeah, actually, when I went to research about crypto, I actually understood a lot more about money, how it works, and how the banks work, and how all the financial systems work. And then I was shocked. I was shocked so much that then I understood that I really need to be part of this. And yeah, I just purely made a decision that I would, if I would do design work, I would only work for crypto companies, because I believe in the future and what all of us together are doing. I always love to travel to the mountains, and I've only been around Europe in the mountains, so I would like to travel the world and visit all the possible mountains in the world. It would be the capability of healing people directly. Yeah, either with thought, with emotion, with touch, with energy, whatever. But yeah, it would be something like that. My most favorite games of all time was obviously MMORPGs. Of course, WoW. There was some other offshore stuff, not very known, Cabal Online, Mu Online, Nine Dragons, all kinds of old school stuff. But I can easily say I have at least 10,000 hours clocked on those. 3,000 hours in League of Legends, I'm pretty sure. That was a game I used to play a lot. Played also Counter-Strike for at least 10 years. I was pretty good at it, but yeah, never pursued professional stuff with it. The best shooter I've played actually ever was Apex Legends, hands down. Yeah, I would always be a solo pretty much. I would go for the most amount of frags possible. I would just try to get into fights as much as possible, so I could, be top fragging. Just before, the last year and the years before, whenever I had time, I would do murals for people. I will either find them myself, or I would get recommended by other people, and I would go and do some murals for them. So I would challenge myself, I would challenge my art skills that way, because I've been drawing for 16 years. give and take. And yeah, I recently just started diving deeper, you know, understanding the fundamentals of drawing better, understanding shape, understanding form, understanding lighting and shading and perspective and all kinds of these things, you know, how that makes you know, artwork. I usually do some music production, but that's one of the rarest things I do. But yeah, I do love snowboarding. Snowboarding is a passion. I've been snowboarding for almost 20 years, so yeah, that's the thing. I wasn't a big person in like exactly following someone. For example, in design, people, they have their role models and they would love to meet them and stuff like that. But yeah, I would meet some mystics, of course, man. Like some mystics that can do superhuman stuff. I would like to meet those people. Actually, on the side, I'm very interested in all kinds of ancient knowledge, and I have done plenty of interesting practices, meditations, retreats, and all kinds of crazy stuff in my life. For XBorg, the best part? Yeah, well, it's great, you know, that I managed, let's say I managed to get a position that I feel that is right for me. So taking charge of design as a whole. So, you know, whenever I feel that I'm in a good place, at the right place where I need to be, it just, I don't know, it gives me such fulfillment, you know, that I can do many things, you know. So the freedom, the infinite creative freedom is great. It's cool that I can create art, graphics, UI design of the type that I love. So obviously related to gaming and crypto. So yeah, it's just great, you know. And overall, the vibe in the team is amazing. Like, I don't know, I've never, as I said before, I've never worked in a place where I felt so good, you know. It's just, at the end of the day, you know, it is work. We do a lot of work, but it's not that, you know, I would dread coming to work, or I would dislike some parts of work. Actually, it's all a challenge, and it's great, you know. I I don't even know how to describe it, but it's definitely the best place I have ever worked at. The best, hands down. I haven't met many of the community members that, you know, in depth, and I haven't joined many anime calls because, yeah, I've been working and it wasn't on my priority. But yeah, I would like to get to know a lot of more people, you know, and just get to know their ideas, what they like, what they don't like. So we, you know, gather as much like, how would you say that? Yeah, qualitative feedback as possible.